Hello, hello. Okay, we are going live. Okay, we'll get started here in a couple minutes. Let's see. Facebook always gives me closed unused applications. Okay. So we'll get started here in a couple minutes. We're going to do a holistic health and fitness Q&A. And I'm actually going to go on IG. I haven't been on IG in a really long time. So we'll see, see how this goes. All right. Hi, guys. So this is Amy from Mastro Stretch. And today we're going to do a Q&A, holistic health and fitness Q&A. And if you have any questions, go ahead and just put them in the comments section. And we will I will try to answer them. So we are having our little Q&A, and just to make sure I'm not missing any questions. All right. All right. So if you missed the intro, this is Amy. Thanks for joining in. We are going to answer some questions about safe sunscreen, and then some questions about leg twitches at night and hormones. And then if we have time, maybe gout and some stretching questions. So I don't like these to run longer than 20 minutes, so we'll kind of zoom through these. And hey, if you are logged on, say hi and tell me where you're from. I'd love to know, and I appreciate you guys joining in. So the first question I have, what are some safe sunscreens? So this is a big one. I have struggled to find really good sunscreens that I like and that doesn't dry out my skin. So I just wanted to read this from a really great resource. So if this is something that interests you, finding a safe sunscreen that's not going to cause your hormones to get wacky, then go to ewg.org/sunscreen. EWG is Environmental Working Group, and it's a great resource for so many things about safe sunscreens, what's in your water. It's all about safety and food and products for you. So it's a great, great resource, but they do have a sunscreen guide. So you can go and look up sunscreens on that website, and I'll put that in the links in the descriptions of these of the lives. But basically, there are two big ones that are causing, well, there's more than two, but there are some big ones that cause endocrine system disruptions. So that causes your hormones to kind of get wacky. And the European Commission has deemed two of them not safe in the amounts that they are currently being used in sunscreen. And if I say these wrong, there's a good possibility I'll say these words wrong. So one's oxybenzone. I'm pretty sure I said that correctly. And another one is homosalate. And there's another one, octocrylene. Okay, so if I didn't say that right, it's all right. That's not unusual. But apparently, even after they've been used, they're found that these chemicals are still found in your body. And the European Commission has recommended a 2.2% concentration limit for oxybenzone and a 1.4 for homosalate. U.S. sunscreen typically has these two chemicals in concentrations up to 6 and 15%. So that is a lot more. And I just checked the sunscreen I love, and they actually use like 10% for the homosalate. So I'm going to have to find a new sunscreen, unfortunately. So you want to look at your sunscreens, make sure they don't have those ingredients. And then what the FDA considers safe, which I think the European Commission has higher standards than the FDA. They have more bans on chemicals than the US does. But safe sunscreen ingredients would be a titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. I have found, and if you guys know of any sunscreens that have those that don't dry your skin out or leave like really white, that white, like the zinc will leave the whiteness on your skin, please let me know, because I have not found one that hasn't completely dried my skin out. So I will be on the search for a new one. So keep me posted if you if you find any on that. Okay, so that's sunscreen, and there's a lot of other nasty chemicals in them, but those are kind of the big ones. Okay, so we're going to talk about leg twitches at night. I don't know if any of you guys have leg twitching at night. If you do, just raise your hand. I do. This is recently started. So something that has helped me considerably about leg twitches at night is magnesium. Taking magnesium at night has helped that a lot. And when you get a little older and your progesterone starts to drop, that is a symptom of low progesterone. So what has helped me is magnesium glycinate. I will take a little bit of that at night and with some lemon juice and some sea salt, and that has helped tremendously. And then if that upsets your stomach, because a lot of magnesiums, hi Peter, a lot of magnesiums will give you diarrhea. So if you typically are constipated, that's probably a good thing. It gets things moving. But if you are sensitive to magnesium, you just have to, the glycinate is going to be one that's not going to upset your stomach as easily. So you just got to play around with it. Just go a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. And if it does give you some negative side effects, just back off on that amount. If that just isn't working for you, I would use a topical spray magnesium where it's absorbing in the skin. That would be a magnesium chloride. And so I use Ancient Minerals for that, and it does help with the leg twitching at night. And then also, if you are female and in your 40s or maybe even earlier and your progesterone is dropping down, you might look into a bioidentical progesterone. That might help with that. But the magnesium definitely has helped a lot. All right. Oh, good. All right. Coming to Miami. All right. So moving on, kind of on the same thing, we're going to talk about hormones a little bit. So someone has asked about like, what's the best thing to do for your hormones as far as getting tested and what to look for. So best not to guess to test your hormones. So the best test for hormones is the Dutch test for females. I think there is a male one as well. So, things are going to start to decline as you get into your 30s and 40s for male and female. I'm going to speak a little bit more to female because that's what I'm, have researched a bit more. But the Dutch test is going to test you throughout your month, and you want to test at different times throughout your cycle if you're a female. So you want to test, it's going to test you during, I think right after your period, and then when you're ovulating, and then right before your period. So it will give you a good indication of what your levels are, because there are different levels throughout the month. So you want to know what those levels are and then move on from that, right? So then figure out what your levels are, then address what your needs are going to be. So some of the ones you would want to get tested would be for women, estrogen, estradiol, progesterone, testosterone as well. And then for men, it would be, testosterone. At estradiol, men would want to get that tested as well, because if you do have some excess fat cells, you have a little more fat on, in your midsection, then that's going to convert into an estrogen. So you need to be careful of that. So real important to get that tested. But as far as hormones goes, having a healthy liver is going to help balance those hormones. So you want to do things that are going to help you have a healthy liver. Insulin, when you have too much insulin, like you want to have a good healthy insulin, not resistance, but you want to have response, I guess. That way you're not storing more fat, and then that would cause the the increase in estrogen producing hormones. So having a healthy liver, making sure your insulin is on point, that's going to be important for balancing those hormones. Some things that might help with hormone balancing are things like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, and Brussels sprouts. So vegetables like that, that's going to be great. Also, some supplements like DIM. I'm not even going to try to pronounce what that is, but the acronym is DIM. I don't even know how you say that word. Anyway, so DIM is a good one as well as resveratrol and vitamin D too. Vitamin D is the precursor to hormone production, so making sure you're getting vitamin D is also important. Hey guys. Okay, things that wreck testosterone, and this would be for the guys out there. Low-fat diets wreck testosterone. Plastics, so make sure you're not drinking your water from plastic water bottle. Trying to get things in glass, things like that. Nicotine, pesticides, so try to get the organic fruits and vegetables, and then also sugar. So those things will wreck your testosterone. Okay, and again, if you guys have any other questions, just don't hesitate to just put them in the little chat thingy. Okay, so moving on, let's talk about gout a little bit. This is an extremely painful thing, and you usually feel it in your feet, and especially the big toe, and it can cause redness and swelling. So this is pretty interesting. As far as gout, I think a lot of people know you're not supposed to eat shellfish with gout, but what it actually is uric acid buildup in the body. And you guys, I'm looking down because I have this stuff in notes, so I know I'm not giving you some BS. So typically what causes gout is a high diet in the unhealthy fats, alcohol, conventional meat, refined carbohydrates. But then also insulin resistance, obesity, kidney disease, stress, high blood pressure can also increase the risk for developing gout. So doing, things that will help all that will decrease the risk of developing it. You want to have high fiber foods. You want to have potassium-rich foods like avocado, coconut water, salmon, squash. Berries and cherries are really helpful for neutralizing that uric acid. Wild caught fish, the omega-3, so fish oil helps with this as well. Drinking a lot of water, and that's a lot of things that's going to help. And staying away from the fried foods and the unhealthy fats. Obviously, things higher in sodium could cause, that would be like processed meats, cause the swelling. Alcohol also increases that uric acid, and then refined carbohydrates. So those are some things that can help. Another thing, celery seed and celery juice are also very good for that. Black cherry juice is very good. Nettles, fish oil, like I mentioned, and magnesium. So magnesium helps a lot of different things. And so that's some things that can help gout. But basically, staying away from the refined foods, the typical SAD diet, right? Or is that what it's called? Standard American diet. Yeah, the SAD diet. And doing the opposite of that. So a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. So those are the questions I have. Does any that came through, does anybody have any other questions they would like to ask? And I appreciate you guys logging in. Any other questions? So we covered sunscreen, we covered hormones and like the leg cramps and the hormones, that connection, and then the gout info. Anything else? Let me just check here because I'm on like 3 different devices. And I guess I'm back on IG. We'll see how long this lasts. It just got so overwhelming. No other questions? No? All right. Well, that's it for today. Thanks everyone for logging on. Good to see some old faces, I guess. Oh, natural toothpaste. Oh yeah, natural toothpaste recommendations. I love Oral Wellness Shine. It's a tooth powder. It is amazing. So that's Oral Wellness Shine. I really recommend that. Love that. And then I use the essential oil blend that they have as well. So you just put a little bit of tooth powder in your hand and one drop of the essential oil. Wet your brush and you know, tap on the powder and brush your teeth. It's excellent, excellent, excellent. Other than that, I would recommend the Jason Power Smile. I would recommend that one. And there's another one I would try. Yes, Oral Wellness. We're getting some Oral Wellness fans. I would like to try the Wellness Mama brand, Wellness, I think it's called. I did not know there was an issue with my sound. Thanks for letting me know. I'm not sure. Oh, can you hear me better now? I bet you. Can you hear me better now? Maybe because I'm blocking my speaker on my phone. Anyway, okay. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Michigan. Tuning in. Enjoy your day. Cheers. It's hump day. Okay, so sorry, in IG, I I have my phone on top of my computer and it was blocking the mic. So next time I'll not do that. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you tune in next time, and that will be next month. If you have any questions, just shoot them to me, and enjoy the rest of your day. Get outside, go for a nice walk if the weather's nice. Get some of that vitamin D. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.